Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. What am I supposed to be doing with my hands? Anyway, today I'm gonna show you my newest sewing obsession. Felt donuts. Yep, you've heard me right. And yes, I know this looks like a pizza bagel. It's supposed to be carrot cake. Don't come at me. I love donuts. They're my guilty pleasure. Every time I go shopping, I stop by the bakery and I just have to get a donut.
And disclaimer, I'm so sorry, but I have 3 dogs and their hair gets everywhere.
Okay, so first of all, here are your materials. You need felt, that's going to be the color of the donut, and then you need felt that's going to be the color of the icing. You also need embroidery thread that matches, and then you need a needle, obviously, for sewing. You're also going to need to have patterns. I just cut these really quickly out of paper. One's the donut, one's the icing. Very easy to do. You can kind of put them all together to make sure that they fit. Next step, cut out your patterns. There you go. We've got 2 donuts and 1 icing. And it doesn't matter if the edges are kind of wonky because we'll just sew right over those. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make sprinkles like I did on these donuts. Let me just look through my giant pile of thread here. I think for this donut we're going to do rainbow sprinkles. An important part of using embroidery thread is once you unravel it, you need to isolate one strand and gently pull it out. You can scrunch up the rest of the thread, just make sure you don't cause any knots. Once you have your piece, put it through your needle, pull the ends together, and then tie it off. Then you can start making your sprinkles. When you pull it through the first time, what I like to do is loop it back through the back. That way it stays in place. Then you can continue doing this until you get X amount of sprinkles. And you can put them in any pattern. I like to do it a little bit randomly because in real life, sprinkles are usually pretty random. And looky here, a perfectly rainbow sprinkled donut. Yum! Okay, so your next step is going to be sewing the top of the donut to the icing. You want to get the color that matches your icing, and we're just going to sew around the middle of the donut. Doing the same thing with the thread, loop it back into itself so that it makes a nice little knot. And then go around the whole circle. Once you get back to where you started, you can do the same thing and tie it off. And then clip the little extra piece off so it doesn't show. Now we're going to stitch the outside of the icing. I know sewing like this by hand seems like it can be tedious, but for someone like me, I find it really relaxing. It's just something I can do with my baby while she's in the floor playing or sitting next to me. And at the end of the day, I have something really cool that I made myself with my own hands. So that's a win for me. Okay, now we can sandwich the 2 donut pieces together. I like to start sewing the middle section first, and then we can move on to the outside. These two pieces are definitely not going to get a divorce anytime soon. Now sew the outside edges. Okay, before you sew the donut all the way completely shut, make sure you leave a space, maybe about an inch, big enough so that you can put stuffing inside. For these little donuts, I've been using the stuffing out of this pillow. You can use any kind of batting or stuffing that you choose. This is one of my husband's pillows that I accidentally screwed up in the washing machine.
If you're watching this, I'm so sorry, babe.
And here we go, let's stuff this little donut. Once you're satisfied with how much stuffing's in the donut, just do a quick little lump check and then get ready to sew the hole up. This is a good time to make sure there's no spots where any stuffing can pop out. If you do find any, it's a really easy fix. Just sew the hole shut. Snip the thread, and ta-da! Here's our donut. Some of the spots on the stitching, when you look at it really close, might not be that cute, but I'm very happy with this little guy. It almost looks good enough to eat. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you liked, what I could improve on, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!